Welcome back to Ashwalkers. Finished our first little leg of the journey. Had a nice stopping point before the next chapter, I guess we'll call it, and I think we can just carry right on. Okay. That was cool, watching it all kind of track and map out and see kind of what's favored there. Oh, we're jumping ahead a stretch. Damn, son. Everyone's alive. That's good. In search of the next beacon, they're crossing the damp yet verdant volcanic lands. Human movement has been observed in the area, so the squad members need to be extra cautious. I can do that. I can put on my cautious hat, be a little careful, you know? I think that's within my ability. The volcanic Tundra. I don't know. It looks pretty rough out here, though. We'll get there. I made a vow, and I intend to honor it. Hopefully everyone knows, what plants to look for. Useful things like that. According to data collected from the other beacons, the squad should be able to find the next beacon in the vicinity. Just keep pushing on through then. The scouts just need to find its exact location so they can continue their quest to the Dome of Domes. Well, can I send the squad out? It must just mean literally walking. I was thinking setting a camp and setting everyone out into explore mode. I wonder how viable. It's probably not very viable because you risk injury every time you do that. So I would reckon that's not a great way to play things. I'm curious if who you have in charge leading the group matters. If it's extra exhausting, they get tired more quickly, but they're more likely to find different things, or who's in the leadership role when you initiate an encounter, whether that has some small implications. That all could be cool, but I kind of don't think that's actually factored in. Well, I'm hella glad I stopped for resources so frequently before, because I'm finding a lot less now. The Vulture. 50 yards ahead, the squad members spy a strange creature that looks like some kind of vulture. The creature is searching for prey, picking through the ash, disturbing burrows, and blocking their path. Get out of here, you weird, creepy shadow bird. The creature resembles a bird the size of a man with a burnt body and scattered tufts of feathers. It walks on its wings. Oh, that's totally those weird crow people in Mad Max Fury Road. Preoccupied by its search for food, it has not yet noticed the squad. Chase it away, wait for it to leave, attack by surprise, lay a trap. Oh, we have more firewood than I thought. Trapping it would be cool. Probably get a lot of meat out of that. Using cunning and a trap made of wooden stakes, the squad members draw the vulture into a crevasse. I lost a little bit of wood. That's fine though, right? The vulture shuffles over, observes the area, then pounces on the bait. Falling in the trap, the creature is killed. The squad member dissects the carcass for meat. Loaded with meat. Oh, 7 was before it even added the 3. Hallelujah. I'm rolling in it now. Yes. Hook me up, I might as well load down. I appear to be somewhat overburdened. We'll get there. I made a vow, and I'm going to bring it up as often as I can. Make sure people understand what I'm all about. I'm all about vows. I won't let anyone here forget it. It's my number one thing. All right, let's keep the fire burning. I'll do 2 fire charges, I guess. I'll try to distribute food evenly. Everyone else could eat a bit more. I think that's fine. Definitely Sin needs to rest. And Can I get a precise value on that maybe? Who's like got the worst morale right now? Shh. Probably just makes sense to rest 2 people at a time so that you can worry about putting other people in other positions. I think I've already made you 2 talk before, actually. So in that case, I'll swap it around. I'm losing track a little bit of who's spoken to who. Danger was escalating. Oh, that's probably because the first time you camp, it's none or very low, and the second time it builds. So the last time when I stayed twice, that was risky. I never saw you flinch from danger, warrior. Are you ever afraid? My father's father always said... Grandfather, we have a word for that. It's probably more efficient. He who knows no fear knows no bravery. I won't lie to you. Every time I draw my spear, terror runs through my veins. Cool guy, but vulnerable at the same time. The silence. We specifically had a conversation. Maybe these guys are just soft talkers. Certainly not silence. Oh no. Alright, tired. I'm going to risk the danger. I want to have a guard and someone to explore. I might as well take use of two stops at the camp. Nadir returned empty-handed. What a loser. Petra is paralyzed due to cramps? One cramp caused by hours of trekking in hostile weather conditions. Callie keeps her company. Petra is tired. Come on, guys. I thought I gave everyone a chance to rest up. What's the deal? What's everyone all upset about? I'm trying to be a good leader as best as I can. It's kind of difficult to know where to go because everything is just kind of flat-ish. I'm assuming blasting my way through these bushes is wrong? Maybe I'm fine. Oh, nope. Wasting just heaps of energy. It felt stupid. I'll admit it. Felt stupid in the moment. Pushed through anyways. From Pathfinder to final hope of my people. Ha! Who can boast such a glorious... We've heard it, man. I kind of thought you guys would have more dialogue variety. I wouldn't be hearing repeats, and then I'd only be hearing from the same people. Where the shit am I supposed to go? How is that? How am I not just walking across that? Oh, the ground is like frozen enough to walk on, kind of, but not everywhere. It's a little bit of a guessing game. There you go. Don't walk on the little itty bitty step up of a rock. That's too much. Don't want to push that. Oh, look at that, an entire door to walk through. Oh God, you fucking scared me walking up the side like that. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Just like lagging behind the group. Stick closer together, man. It's dangerous out here. You're just gonna break off from the group like that? Oh, good. The temperature is just plummeting the tundra. Oh, I'm also just realizing, it's common weather, but it's misty. It's nighttime in the tundra, so I kind of think I'm suffering in that regard. That oh no, I've overburdened a character. Shit. The basalt fragments. It's hard to clearly wasn't didn't zoom in or anything, so I couldn't really read. Yeah, I should probably set fires more often. What is it that starts to be affected when your warmth is... They're freezing. It takes health damage? That's fine. Everyone's like full health. I can flirt with that a little. In an ancient village, the squad reaches a ruin buried beneath layers of volcanic rock and ash. One building seems more easily accessible than the others. Search. I like stopping and searching. Certainly there's things to be discovered and learned. Inside there is little of interest, but the stone roof provides some insulation and much needed shelter from the wind and ash. The squad members can rest here for a while and warm their bones. I'm just talking. I'm actively saying how frozen everyone was. They decide to rest. The squad finally gets to relax a little. Sounds like a party to me. They lay down their equipment, stretch, and settle in. They decide to remain awake and vigilant nonetheless, but the refuge provides some much-needed rest. So no one's going to be particularly... They're still going to be tired, but they won't be cold. They begin to talk with each other. Callie guides their discussion, encouraging each member to share their feelings and listen to each other. That night, from beneath their scouts' masks, the sound of tears and laughter can be heard. There you go. Punch up that morale a little bit. A few hours later, the squad sets off, full of hope. The squad is remotivated. The squad has warmed up. These are very good. These are very good outcomes. The squad has rested. They counted as a bit of rest as well, even though you guys didn't literally sleep. That was the best decision I've made so far, apparently. God, just what a decision. I'm the leader, the number one decision maker, the Mr. Brilliant, they call me. At the exit to the ruin, the squad finds fresh tracks on the ground, probably humans who are used to walking in the ash. Is it hard? Maybe it's like walking in sand. Walking in sand is hard. Walking in I guess snow is pretty tricky as well. I guess it's not the easiest thing to walk around. I lose track of who's who a little bit sometimes looking at it through there. It's less worth stopping than it was a second ago. I was totally about to stop and like make use of things so I didn't have overburdened characters anymore. You know, everyone just had the best day of their lives since this whole apocalypse started. You know, I don't want to be the buzzkill. I don't want to take that away from anyone. So yeah, let's everyone just have a great time. Now might as well load up everyone. Make sure you got nice full bellies, full hearts, full backpacks, full moons. And what can go wrong in a situation like that? God, everyone should just give their backpacks to this guy. Sin. What a brute. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Olympia here, shouldering the burden. We went from one wolf to wolves, one vulture to vultures. Apparently things just multiply, you know? We ran into 20 savages, so the next encounter will be 7,000 savages. The squad members hear sounds coming from the north. A savage wrapped in swaths of cloth is being attacked by 3 gaunt vultures thirsting for blood. Save them. Why not? We've been heroes so far. The scout launches into action and attract the vultures' attention to them. The beasts notice their approach, but give the poor savage an adolescent no respite. They didn't just like finish him off or something. Distract with food. I have a fair amount of food. We could toss some food. You know, I'm probably feeding them vulture. There's some sick, twisted irony and justice there, isn't there? The scouts attract the attention of the vultures by yelling and waving rations, drawing the creatures in their direction. The creatures chase them for several minutes. I feel like it's always the right choice to willingly spend a piece of food or resources where you know it's being spent rather than having the game make that decision for you. Having placed the rations on a rock in plain sight, the squad members return to the battlefield safe and sound, letting the vultures enjoy their meal. And the savage just gone? They're not going to help us? They disappeared from the squad sight. Come on. I guess I've learned my lesson. Trust no one. Everyone look out for yourselves. Vultures are assholes. But at least they aren't savages. I don't know, man. I didn't like that. I like being rewarded for my good deeds. In fact, I insist on it. The square. Yeah, you guys have got shapes. You got shapes to help me keep track of who's who. I'm only now realizing how useful that is. Underappreciated bit of the UI up till this point. Well, everyone's going to benefit from the fire camping out. That's good. We got some real hungry lads in the group. That's not even really fully taken care of it, is it? No one is that hurt. I'm not that worried about that, honestly. I figure I'll distribute a little bit of extra food. Rest. Yeah, a little bit of rest is needed, but I kind of wonder if I send 2 folks out exploring, how much I'll... yeah, like you guys can look after each other a little bit. No one's guarding the camp, the sleepers. That's probably risky, but you know, danger was low. Really? 1 firewood? That's what you guys brought back? And Callie brought back nothing. Maybe you guys should have... I don't know, what makes more sense? Split up or look together. I'm realizing, you know, pros and cons to each. Thick clouds. A trail of pyroclastic clouds glow on the horizon. The squad members watch the terrifying sight from afar. Sounds great, but also not really. Well, do you know what? Now I do want everyone to rest up. I feel like it would be good for everyone. I should distribute a little bit more food. You know, there goes like all the food. But it feels like the right choice. You know what, guys? Have a talk. Nah, your morale's doing all right. Talk by yourself? Like, that doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, I think you need to have someone. Sin and... You know, Sin's morale is doing real good. I'm gonna split you guys up. I'm gonna do some exploration again. After all, Nadir returned and brought back one of everything. What a beaut! Great work. So proud. Traces of footprints. Sin is convinced that he is being watched. Later on, the squads notice footprints uncomfortably close to the camp, and they are a little bit discouraged. Just a little, at least. Fire extinguished. Time to hit the road. Team. You guys. Never stop. No rest for this ragtag group. My backpack is so full still. And yet... I still somewhat insist on stopping and inspecting everything. Food. That's like the #1 thing I legitimately could use more of. You know what? Might as well take a crap load of it. If that's going to be an option. I have so much firewood. I can afford to stop more often. Everyone's like immediately freezing again. I guess the small fire... The medium fire, the small fire, I guess it's like pathetic. I guess it doesn't really contribute a whole lot. And so I should probably be more willing to start a fire slightly more often. I'm scanning the horizon to see if it seems like there's anything out there. No one has any room, right? Yeah, you're all maxed out anyways, so what does it even... matter? I guess it probably comes down to energy. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. Good find. Good find, team. And my thinking is let's walk until we see another little resource bank. As soon as I figure out what direction. There we go, a bridge. The next, like, oh, nope, yeah, right here. Don't even need another resource bank because everyone's freezing and dying and having a bad time. So instead, I'm going to do triple fire for maximum, you know, recovery there. I just found a crazy amount of food. Let's get everyone in, like, the best shape we can. Only, like, 2 people really seem in need of the sleeping. And you 2 can talk. How about that? How about that? It's a pretty immediate pit stop after the last one, but I think you need it. You don't think the pre-cataclysm scientists could have predicted the Great Wave and built the domes better? You're not really letting these two sleep, are you? Some questions, smart Alec. I'm an aerologist, you know? It's not exactly my field. I mean, we have enough information about the previous extinction, the meteorite, and the seismic activity that followed. You can't predict everything. That's why you always need a plan B, and why you need to closely observe and anticipate the terrain ahead. Oh, and above all, stay alert. Always. I thought their advice was going to be stay alive. Pretty typical. Trenchfoot. Sin's feet are in a bad way. Water has seeped into his boots. Sin tries to treat his infected wounds as best he can, but his hands are trembling with pain. Ooh, that's like extra bad then, isn't it? I could heal you right on the spot though, right? Like I can just dump that on you before we break camp. That's the right time to get injured, really. I was just thinking I should feed everyone a little bit more. I'm gonna chuck another log on the fire, I guess, for the next guy. You know, just so everyone can have some free space in their pack for at least the next little bit. That seems like I probably want to give it some consideration. I don't want to totally write that off. So just a little bit, just a hair. You just have a tiny bit of a break. What the shit? The trap. In the middle of the tundra, a vulture screeches in pain. Closer. Well, sounds like a trap to me. A closer inspection reveals the vulture is ensnared in a trap made of wooden stakes, cables, and ropes. This prey must belong to someone. Leave them. We have such a full pack full of stuff. Better not take any risks. Yeah, that's me, risk averse. Rarely putting it on the line. Barely minutes later, 3 savages swathed in cloth and rudimentary camouflage appear. They head over to the trap and kill the creature. They have not spotted the squad. Hide, right? Encounters with the savages seem to go poorly. The savages calmly dissect the creature. Callie recognizes their outfits. They are Western nomads, not naturally hostile, but wary of strangers, like all outsider survivors. Moving along, I like the way they walk between each little step in the story, so that you it's like a passage of time, and it just creates some visual variety. After several minutes, they've finished their work and quickly head north. I don't know what direction I'm heading. Am I incidentally heading the same direction as this group? I may very well be. Maybe I want to be a little cautious. Everyone's full health. Battles are of no concern. Everything's going great. The whole group is happy as clams. This apocalypse has got nothing on us. Multiple tracks, a large number of people on the move, maybe 50, perhaps 100, most likely nomads. There's something cool about the way that pushed through the screen. I very much enjoyed that to a way that on a level I wouldn't have expected. Just, I guess I'm realizing I can carry 17 things without maxing the group out. And then what is that, an extra 11? Alright, that's quite a bit of storage space. Med kits, I'm guessing, will be important. Hasn't come up much. They seem quite strong when they are needed. Food. I don't have a great supply of food, so I want to inspect. Campfire shit. Well, you know what? Now I'll switch back to overloading people. It seems like it's good to have bonus supplies that you can pay people off, scare away things. Guys, you're going to take the bridge, right? No other place of walking makes sense. What is wrong with you? There's no way the game would put that bridge there unless that's where I'm meant to go. There is a lot of savages, though, it seems. Well, that's quite maddening. I guess I'm gonna walk elsewhere, even though nowhere else seems like a real... I'll go wide. I'll go the long way around, if you insist. There is no long way around. That's the only way. What am I supposed to do with this? Now I basically have to set a camp, because everyone's freezing. What the heck? Game? You really set me up for failure with that one, didn't you? Juice everyone up, get nice and toasty. Ooh, an achievement, the meal. Use 50 resources, fair enough. See now, oh, did I feed the right person? I think I did. I really scared myself there. You know what, one food for everyone. And then, I hope you guys like eating light. I hope you like eating sticks. You know, beef jerky? Yeah, just think of it like beef jerky. It's just like less tender. Like realistically, the least tender. You guys want to go find me some food? That'd be great. Presumably, some people are better hunters and things, and like, I've not at all learned how to utilize that in like meaningful ways. Okay, great. No one's packs are filled or anything. Made off with a great bunch of loot. Had to be done. The rest of the squad members find Callie mute and covered in dirt, slumped beside 2 fresh graves. Ho ho ho. Okay, I thought Callie died. They just had to kill 2 randos, but took the time to dig them graves and everything. Very thoughtful. You know, except for the killing them. Killing them wasn't very thoughtful. Being considerate enough to bury them, I would consider that thoughtful. If I just kind of jiggle you around, maybe eventually you'll walk onto the bridge. Yes, there you go. I don't know why, that was frustrating. It's the long and short of it. I'm guessing the little stupid bush was getting in the way. Hey, just in time for daytime. I do like that there's real time being tracked. The stakeout. The squad stops and hides in a bush for a while. To the north, they can see a nomad encampment. In its center is the beacon. The squad has to retrieve the data from the beacon to continue its quest to the Dome of Domes. From what they can make out, there are 2 possible ways to access it, via the camp's well-guarded main entrance, or to the left, where it's just a free, like, come on in, welcome mat, and red carpet rolled out. To the left, where there's a path around the camp, heading westwards. You know what? I've been Mr. Cautious the whole time. The squad has a choice to make, direct approach, whether using diplomacy or force, or a stealthy approach. No, you know what? No, stealth is like a thing. I've never really... I've not been using stealth. Hey, this time I physically have to do it. Rather than the game just kind of having a branching point where it makes me choose. See, I'm in charge. We just rested, so that's good. This is the path. Probably not that, because it makes it look like there's 2 front entrances, though. I would attempt to go wide, but I don't know. There's like a twig over there. Might not be able to walk over the twig. Half joking, but also it didn't really work at all. Infiltration. The squad manages to enter the camp by stealth. Well, it just really wasn't guarded at all. That certainly tips things in my favor. They cannot move around as a group. They will stick out like a sore thumb with the Lazarus uniforms. However, one of them could venture forth alone, while obviously Nadir. It's like your whole thing, always talking about sneaking. The Pathfinder sent into action. Stealth is a way of life. He has no problem slipping into the camp. Easy choice. They've chose an infiltration method. Move in the shadows. Oh, I had to choose an infiltration. Sets to work in the shadows. This is the work of slipping between tents and waiting for openings. The beacon is in sight. How to get closer. Wait for the right moment. Wait for the right moment. Patience. That's what it's all about. An opportunity presents itself when a guard seeks refreshment. He's probably got to go take a poop break. Nobody has spotted the squad. Life in the camp carries on as normal. The squad members steal their way towards the beacon in silence. Way to go, team. I'm proud of all of you. I don't know what's going to happen if I walk straight at this character. You know, it seems fine. The squad begins to retrieve the beacon's data but cannot contact the operator. They will have to be discreet. The achievement, hello world. Once the data has been retrieved, the squad continues marching northward. To leave the area, they have to pass through a cave. They must hurry before they are caught. Well, let's get a move on then, guys. Hustle up. Hello world, that was like the first thing ever that like a personal computer did, right? During like a presentation of the world's first Windows computer or first Mac computer or something like that. And now it's kind of like, it's like a thing. I'm pretty sure that's the general idea of where Hello World comes from. This is notably longer stop in the story. I really assumed it'd be healthy breaks of like little 30-minute chunks. I'm guessing I'm right at the cusp of another thing, and I can't set up camp here, even though the fact people are freezing. Common weather, sparks raining down wherever. Fumaroles. This fissure in the Earth's crust are a telltale sign of a volcanic activity. I'm no geologist, so I honestly don't know if that's legit. Heading towards a volcano after, a volcanic apocalypse. Doesn't seem like the wisest. Seems like it would be a little nerve-wracking. The illusion of like free walking mechanics in this game, coupled with the fact that shit gets in the way so often, it's a little annoying. Clicking and dragging maybe is the issue. Maybe I just have to click to a location and leave it to the game to know to walk around the shit that keeps getting in my way. The squad members pick their way carefully across an underground lava lake. They take great pains to find their footing among the rocks, risking certain death with every step. The squad finally reaches the back of the cave with the data the squad members retrieved, and it skipped. I don't think I did. I didn't mean to. Whoops. I don't know how many story segments this game has, actually. Looks pretty neat. Everyone's got their hoods. The third squad manages to leave the volcanic tundra as stealthily as possible, having escaped the vigilance of the nomads. Who knows if this was the right thing to do? They now head towards the Grey Mountains, drawing closer to their final destination with every day that passes. Ooh. So does that mean the next leg is the final, or strategy, stealth? I did some stealth right at the end there. Still mostly diplomatic, still mostly trustworthy. They're still emissaries and optimists. All that hasn't really shaken out or changed. No, that's neat that you can kind of look back on your journey a little bit. Well, tally ho, everyone. Let's see it. Let's see this through. I do kind of like the way it burns away a little bit and like reveals the next thing. Feels quite thematically appropriate. Oh, look at that, more rocks. Who saw that coming? Did anyone else put money on more rocks? Not when I saw it coming. Here is another good, stopping point. Probably this will work out to 3 episodes. I kind of think that's how the story's about to play out. Damn, I wish I would have known that I was going to have to read that and that it wasn't going to pause. At least you guys will have that option. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.